Y'all know I don't need no intro, so I'm gonna just jump into it. I had a spiritual awakening last week, and it was so profound that I called my sister 2 o'clock in the morning with tears in my eyes. Not tears of sadness, more like tears of just relief. When it comes to being a mother, okay, I was always afraid to fail, to not be good enough, and due in part to the fact that I've never really felt good enough, period. So in becoming a mother, that fear of not being enough of what my kids need was always like this dark cloud lingering over my head. And what made me stop and think about everything was during the quarantine was realizing that everything that my kids needed, they had. We were home, we had food, running water, clean clothes. Their mother is present. And I don't just mean present in the body. I mean present in the mind, present in the spirit. And I thought about the fact that my entire motherhood so far has been focused on trying to protect them, make sure they have what they need, and make sure that they're not in lack. All the while feeling that I was not enough. You know, having a mother with depression is not fun. It doesn't define who I am as a person, but it's definitely a part of me. It definitely changes my day-to-day behavior. And it's something that I've learned to accept and also fight with. Not so much so that somebody can win, but given my disease, so the respect that it deserves, but also not allowing it to stop me from doing what I've been called here to do as far as being a giver of life. And I think that a lot of times with parenting, we get so bent on the care of our kids, providing, protecting, most of us, that we forget that we're also responsible for their happiness. It's fine to provide for your kids. It's fine to have a roof over their head. It's fine to do this, but are we making sure that they're happy? Are we making sure that they're fulfilled? Because that's something different. That takes more than an 8-hour shift. That takes more than paying bills on time. That takes everything. And not saying that you're going to always be able to make your kids happy, but I had to realize for myself in this whole journey of feeling like I wasn't enough, I was depriving my kids of everything that I am, because everything that I am is everything that they need. And that it literally did not hit me. I've been a mother going on 12 years. Soon, 12 years in November. And it didn't hit me until last week that everything my kids need in the mother I already am. But in my quest to be more, I didn't give them what I had, what I was already equipped to give them. It was already there. I was looking for something else, but it was already there. Because when you take away everything else, like I said, with quarantine, you take away the job, you take away the day-to-day, you take away the this and the that, the distractions, then you're forced to sit there and face what's in front of you. And we were fine. We were fine. Because I had I had everything that they needed. Not saying that they didn't need, they didn't need nobody else, but as far as my part, I had everything that they needed. And like I said, we have to take the time to make sure that we are just as protecting of our kids' happiness as we are for their safety. I used to be so paranoid about everything, and fear of losing my kids, fear of something happening to them. Just, it would plague me. I would lose sleep. I would check on them in the middle of the night incessantly, just keep on, and just not being able to relax. But then I'm like, I'm plaguing myself over something happening to them, but I'm not plaguing myself over, did they have a good day today? Did they have a good dream? And I've always talked to my kids. I've always talked to them. But I try to listen more. I try to be more present. I try to, even if I'm aggravated, hold it together. Hold it together enough to listen. Okay? And just sitting in a room, not for no reason, not to go in there and fuss about the room being dirty. Of course they need to clean that shit up, but sometimes just to go in there and sit with them and see how calm they become. And if they get too loud, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I don't have to go in there screaming, acting crazy. If I'm trying to sleep, hey, y'all, keep it down. But to let them be, and let them be open, and let them be free, and let them be children, and let them be joyous, and silly, and do stuff that just don't make no goddamn sense. And Dakota has been the most challenging child and the most awakening child. And I feel in my heart that she has made me a better parent, because I have learned to be patient with certain things, and let her, and just sit back and watch her personality and how she is, and things that she is interested in, and how she's such a fearless 2-year-old. Not so much in like this 2-year-old, just she's so present. Okay, she's so present in her own time, in her own space. She experienced everything. I had her on the porch, and she's looking at this and looking at that, and then she just sat down, and I could see her just kind of watching. And it's just like, wow. I don't remember that. I remember taking my kids to the park when they, of course, and stuff like that. But I don't remember being so still that I could sit there and watch them absorb everything around them. These past couple of fucking days have been hard as hell for me, Lord Jesus. But I have to be unshakable and as grounded as I have been in my whole life. Lord Jesus. That's all I got to say.